Hi you guys, I'm just gonna be making some normal spaghetti. So what you want to grab is some tomato sauce, and if you want to make it like a little bit more cheesy, you can add Alfredo sauce to make like a little more creamy, stuff like that. I just got 1 pack of spaghetti, so yeah. So what you want to do is let the pan heat up for the meat. The water's boiling for the spaghetti. Once the pan is heated up for the meat, what you want to do is grab the meat and open it up. I just use a knife. So we're gonna need a different knife. I found one. A knife, and just slice it straight down the middle. I think this is 1 pound of meat. That's what I'm using for 1 pack of spaghetti sauce. And then you're just gonna want to dump it all in there just like that. No special way of doing it, just putting all of that in there. And then what you want to do after you're done with that is just grab something like this so you can push it all down so it cooks faster, just like that. I'm putting it on high so it can cook faster. But after it starts to get starting to cook, what you want to do is put it on medium. So because that's still boiling. So yeah. So now I'm gonna start to put it on medium, so we can wait for the spaghetti to cook. Put it on medium, make sure it's on medium. And then you just wanna let that sit for a little while. And this is like spaghetti for an amateur cook or a kid chef. It doesn't really matter. Basically, once all the red is gone, you want to put it on low. So that's still boiling. If y'all don't like how I cook my spaghetti, then that's fine with me. There's plenty of more ways to cook spaghetti. This is just how I like to cook it. This usually stirs up to about 5-6 people. So if you're like cooking something for like the whole family, I suggest 2 packs of spaghetti. Unless your family's very small, then 1. like that. There's still a little bit of red. We want to get all that red out, not a little of it, because that's obviously not good for the human body. Yeah, you guys, I'm just mixing this around a little. And after you think it's done, just check and look deep inside and try a little bite. I think it's ready. So yeah, we're gonna put that on low so it doesn't overcook. And we're gonna let that start to boil. Never leave the meat unattended because it might burn and you're gonna have to restart, or at least with the meat. So yeah, when the water starts to boil, you're gonna want to add in the spaghetti. You want to make sure that the meat stays warm, but not too hot because then it'll overcook. That's starting to boil. Again, here are the sauces that I will be using. You can usually find that at your local HEB. Same thing with the spaghetti, local HEB. Basically, I bought all of this at HEB. Because HEB has everything. Probably even the pots too. Pots and pans. So yeah, that's starting to boil. So when that starts to boil, you're just gonna open up the spaghetti. Just like this. Open the top. Get the camera off. And then just pour it all in. There's no special way of doing it. You just pour it all in. If your pot is big enough to fit everything, good for you. Mine isn't. Look, see, it's sticking up a little. That's fine. It's just that's gonna start to dissolve all the water, and that's gonna go down. So yeah, make sure you're checking on the meat. And then once the spaghetti is done, you're gonna want to grab something like this to drain out the spaghetti. So yeah, just let that start to boil. My little brother. What are you doing? What's going on? What are you playing with? I thought he was playing with some wires. So yeah, in order for you to check if the spaghetti is ready, just grab a piece. It's not gonna hurt. Even if it does, it's gonna hurt for like a second and it will go away. You just want to see me, huh? You just want to. Yeah. Oh, over there. Solomon. Okay. So yeah, no special way of doing this. Just making some regular spaghetti for people who don't know how to make it. There's nothing to be ashamed of. My sister doesn't know how to make it and she's 17. This will usually cost around like, I don't know, like $20, $30, maybe less, nothing more. If it is more, then someone's ripping you off. So yeah, that part's trying to jiggle. You can also just pick it up if it jiggles, touch it. And also wash your hands, obviously, especially during what's going around. Am I gonna have to move you? I want to be in the YouTube video, brother. Come on, let's go. Let's go. You're stuck. You're stuck. Most of this video is probably just gonna be about my brother. That's really sad. I'm a little tired. It's like 10. Okay, so yeah, that's starting to cook. You can see that it's almost ready. Give it about like 3 more minutes. This usually takes around like 30 minutes, 40 minutes the most. So yeah, we're just gonna let that sit. If you want, grab yourself a snack while everything's cooking. What I'm eating. Some chili and lime chips. If you're Mexican, you'll understand. So yeah, we're just letting that sit. And what you want to grab for the spaghetti is something like this. If you don't have one of those, then you can also use, let's see, something else. So yeah, if you don't have that, then I'm sorry. I don't think there's anything else. Unless you use a spoon like that, which is very difficult. Or if you use something like this, I guess that would work too. So that's embarrassing. It just broke in half. So yeah, let's get on to this. Once the spaghetti is done, obviously mine is not, it's not jiggling at all. It's almost done though. Watching a Disney movie. No, gotta love that Disney. I think this is Cool Runnings. Cool Runnings, yes. One of my favorite movies. Oh my god. Almost dropped my camera. What are you doing? Are you trying to look for pots and pans? You're trying to cook with water? You're trying to cook. And make sure that y'all's meat is not burning. That is very important. You'll have to start all over again. Just letting that cook. Obviously my chips again. highly recommend watching this movie. Family-friendly movie. Very good movie. It's called Cool Runnings. It's about these group of people that wanted to be a racer, but they didn't succeed in the Olympic racing, so they looked for another Olympic team, and they found one, but this is in Africa, and the Olympic...
Jamaica.
Oh, Jamaica. I'm wrong. Y'all can do what y'all do in the comments. Make fun of me. Jamaica. And this Olympic sport is in Canada. I got that one right. Which is very cold. You have to survive in that weather. If I'm not wrong, I think it is, what is it called again, Dad?
What?
The Olympic sport they play?
Bobsled.
A bobsled team, yeah. Bobsled. So after this is done, you just want to grab a piece, make sure it's done. Mine is not, still a little chewy. So I'm just gonna let that sit. Again, make sure y'all's meat is not burning. If it burns, you have to start all over. And nobody likes starting that all over. Keep on moving the camera. So yeah, once the spaghetti is starting to get done, what you want to do is grab this, put it in there, or anything, if it's a sink, if it's over there where you wash the dishes, doesn't really matter. Okay, so after the spaghetti is starting to get done, what you want to do is open these two bottles. There we go. And I just pour all of it in. No special way of doing it. Just pour all of it in. Yeah. Who doesn't love spaghetti? Okay, so when that's done, you first mix it up a little bit, and then add the Alfredo sauce, and then mix that up again. It might seem like it's too much, but when you add the spaghetti, it might not even be enough. So yeah, open up the Alfredo. Need to do this again. There you go. And this is only to make it like a little cheesy. You don't have to add this. Just to make it like a little bit more cheesy, creamy type of spaghetti. Yeah, make sure you get all of that in. Shake it up a little. Even if you need to, grab a spoon, pour it all in there. You want to make sure everything gets in there. So yeah, it might not look appetizing, but when you mix it up with the spaghetti and start to eat it, very appetizing. Okay. So yeah. Check on the spaghetti, make sure that's done. And then once the spaghetti is done, let me check real quick. Hot, mom. Yep, my spaghetti is ready. And then what you want to do is grab it and then very slowly pour it into here. Oh, I burned myself a little. Let me move the camera over here. Just pour it in very slowly. It's okay if some water's in there. We want to have some water in there. Let me move the camera again. Here we go. And then just pour it all in there. And then bring this over here. And then grab this, turn off this, put this on medium. And then what you want to do with this is grab your spoon or whatever this is called and start to mix it up like this. Just like that. Again, if y'all don't like how I make my spaghetti, then go to a different channel. Maybe they have it better. This is how I make it. I like how I make it. Don't offend me. If you do, then go to a different channel. Because I do not like hate in my comments. Not one bit. If I get hate in my comments, I'll just disable the comments. So yeah. Move that over a little. I'm probably going to be posting a lot of Food Network, I guess. Whoa, oops. Hope that doesn't start a fire. Probably won't. So yeah, after that is all done mixing up, all good and scrumptious, you would want to grab yourself a plate, serve yourself, serve the family, serve everybody. Jeez, this is a lot more than I expected. This will actually feed up probably like 8 people. I was wrong. And then you're gonna want to turn it down on low so that it doesn't burn, but you still want it to be a little warm. Who likes their food cold? I know I don't. What are you doing? What are you doing? Boing. So yeah, just keep on mixing. And then after you're done with that, serve yourself a plate. And start eating, I guess. I'm gonna grab a spoon. Make sure I got all the Alfredo sauce out. Make sure you get all of it out. Again, the Alfredo sauce is is an extra thing. If you just have it laying around, go ahead, put it in. If you don't have to put the Alfredo sauce with this recipe. It's just a suggestion. Make sure all of that gets in. That's empty. And then just mix it up again. And then bam. Basically you're done. What I like to do is serve myself a plate, put Parmesan and red pepper. I use this crushed red peppers seasoning. If you want to add something else, go ahead. If you don't like how I cook my spaghetti, then you can go to a different channel. Probably have a better way. This is how I like to cook it. Not gonna change anything. I'm not gonna change anything. So yeah, bye you guys.